Hello, good morning. Okay, this will be part 4 to morning chat. Okay, so if you've made it this far through the whole talk, good job. Yes, so I promise, I am actually getting to what I was actually going to start really talking about. I don't know why I always think that I need to make a story 15 times longer than it really needs to be, but I also like to talk. I'm a person who I like to talk. I like to listen to people talk. I like to have conversations. That's just, I like to talk. Like, I have this friend, another friend of mine, and when we say goodbye to each other, we're there for like 15 minutes saying goodbye, and then we'll get into a conversation, and then it's like, okay, well, I've got to go, and then in another 20 minutes have gone by, and we're still sitting there talking. Oh, and they have a term for that, the long Minnesota goodbye. But so I'll try to get to where I was actually going with this whole thing. Okay, so for the last couple weeks now, not last week because I couldn't get her to go, but okay, 2 weeks before, okay, so midway through May, I've been stepping up my game and trying to be very helpful, very supportive, trying to be there for this friend, trying to give her alternative ways that she can deal with the stuff that just is going on, her trigger things to make her want to go ahead and use, right? Like the whole, I feel like everything has got to be all on me. Like I got to do everything, all the little triggers that make her want to use, and, that's stuff that everybody has to recognize and has to understand for themselves. That is like every addicted person has to work through that situation, that type of situation, and figure out how they can handle it. For me, when I'm pissed and I want to just use, I don't really have the urges to use anymore because it's been so many years, but the alcohol, now that still for me is still a big part of my thing. And when I feel like I want to drink, it's like, oh my God. When my kids are acting like brats and my husband is treating me like I'm not even his wife, that's when I want to do stuff. And for her, she's, it's just kind of like, when people aren't treating her like, she's a part of the family and not treating her like she's an actual person. I've been trying to step up and try to be there for her and, and try to have her realize that she needs to, stop contacting the people that are negative in her life, us outside of, of course she can't stop not talking to her boyfriend, but she can stop talking to her drug dealer friends or the ones that, just are a bad influence on her, but I can't force her to do that. She has to willingly want to stop conversations with those people. That is a stepping stone that she has to willingly step over and stick with herself. I can't help her with that, but I can help her with being there when she needs somebody to rant and vent out anger at, whether it be over texts or phone calls. I can be there for her. So for the last halfway through, midway through May, I've actually been going with her to these recovery meetings. She's been going to them for a while, and I only just recently started going to them. And what they are, it's called Celebrate Recovery, I think is what it's called. And the only thing I don't like about them is they're very, okay, I only have 4 minutes. All right. So they're very religious based. Like they have 1 week, it's how God can help you quit doing your, bad habits. And then the next week is somebody talking about how God helped them quit. They called them testimonies. And I guess, and I just I deal with it because, it's what she goes to and it's what helps her. And, it's not helping her quit. It's not helping her at all doing that. I think she does main reason I think she goes is because it is a place for her to go to get out of the house away from her boyfriend and then she can have somebody else watch her kids while she does something. Oh, excuse me. That's what I think it mostly is, because she's gone to this meeting high before. And, to me, that's kind of not the point of the group. So I've been going with her, and just to see how it is and see if I can help her in that situation. I'm not going to be finding God as a way to help her. That's not something I can do. I'm an atheist for a reason, and I don't want her changing me, and I don't want them to change me. They haven't. And let's see, the weekend before Memorial Weekend, we went to this meeting, and the boyfriend put only a quarter of a tank of gas in his car that she uses to go, because they only have one vehicle. So that way I would be forced to pay for gas, because I offered to pay for gas the first time she took me to this meeting, because she came, picked me up, and we went to this meeting, and it was fun. And then we went driving around, and she showed me wildlife, because I was like, it's something that she likes doing, and I enjoy, and I was just happy to actually be there, a part of something that she likes. I mean, she has better eyes than me, so she could see the animals much better than me. So, I didn't have as much fun, but that's only because I don't have very good eyes. That's why I don't mind not seeing, deer eating grass in the distance, but it's more of, I have to really look to find them. That's just, I was just born with really bad eyes, That's just something I just have to deal with for the rest of my life. I do